Hello everyone, good afternoon. Welcome to tonight's free market update. This is for tomorrow, Tuesday's trade, the 18th of April for simpler futures. Now, we had today, as you probably already know, kind of a snapback bid back into the heart of the matter, I guess, if you will, right back into all of this consolidation trade. As a matter of fact, the S&Ps are still, I don't know if it's, I think it's just slightly off screen, but still in a daily squeeze, and has been since back in here. So every bit of back to the beginning of April, actually, yeah, really kind of even mid-March. So we've really been squeezing sideways for a while. A little up, little down. I call this stuck in the wicks. I actually see the wicks on the bottom down here where prices got low enough, buyers responded, but then high enough up here where sellers responded right at this voodoo tree line up at like 73, 75 area. In fact, that's the last automated signal that I've got is a sell from up here on this retracement to the 70, I don't know, 4 or 5 area, that voodoo line right there. Didn't even get anything today on this snapback, kind of a bid back into the averages. So here's the thing. The question is, of course, for tomorrow and the rest of the week, you're wondering, was this real? I mean, how real was this, right? And of course, you know, I'm wondering to some degree too, but for one, it was only a bid back into the averages, for one. Two, if we draw some fibs for you here, you'll note that coming up back in this area right here around 56, 58, right in this area. Actually, it's 53 all the way up to 58, so you might want to call it 56, I guess, if you will, which was the first major fib level from the initial break. I really have to imagine some overhead as being likely for a couple of reasons. One, you can see it's a major fib level, and then two, you can see it's right back into the meat of, you know, all of this consolidation trade as well. So for tomorrow, the question, you know, more uptick. The way today finished, it would seem likely that you get a little bit more uptick. With that, I would caution longs at about 50. Split the difference, call it 56, 23.56 on the March S&P futures contract, and just, you know, just look for any signs of it's possibly kind of having trouble at about that price. Another thing I was looking at today too was the what we call the delta, cumulative delta, which is the number of contracts that are being aggressively bought at the ask versus aggressively sold at the bid. Of course, there's a buyer for every seller. What I'm interested in here is how aggressive are the buyers, and they weren't really today. I mean, you can see the delta was just, it was positive, but it was very minimally at that. I mean, you would think this would be up around 25, 30,000. It was at 7 right here, so not overly positive there. In other words, there were not any large lot aggressive buyers. This was just an absence of any, you know, persistent selling, I guess, really is what it really amounts to. So little snapback bid back into the averages. We kind of came back up into the 8 right up in here, which is there's a 50-day moving average right up in there as well, just a tad higher at like 23.48. So we're running into some real possible resistance, and I just want you to be aware of that. Could be a little bit overnight bid up into this area that I'm talking about, and then we get counter trend Tuesday trade and knock it down tomorrow. It's very possible. Have to watch for that. You know, that's pretty much what I've got for you on the S&Ps. Now, here I'll bring into view for you, John is offering a webinar, free webinar this Wednesday night. That is 2 days from today, or the 19th at 7 o'clock at night. And he's going to show this triple squeeze indicator, and it's dubbed, you know, the shadow stocks. What we're looking for is stocks before they make a move. In other words, like they're in a squeeze, and right before the squeeze, you know, would fire. That's where you would be interested in looking for the cheaper options before they, you know, got marked up on the price expansion. It's a place where you could look to for a stock that's going bid. You could look to sell some close to at the money puts, buying some call debits with financed with some of the put premium, that kind of thing. And so that and a little bit more, as you can see here, all you have to do is go to simpler stocks or simpler trading, actually simplertrading.com/SSI, shadow stocks indicator, SSI, right? And it'll take you to this page where you can click a little button there and put in your name and email address. So even if you can't attend, I would go there, put your name and email address in, because the system will automatically forward you then a copy of the recorded webinar in the event that you couldn't be there for it. There's no reason not to do this. I mean, it's free and it's going to be some good information. So simplertrading.com/SSI, shadow stocks indicator, SSI. Okay. Hope this helps. You guys have a good trading, nice evening, and I look forward to doing this again with you at the next update. Until then, you guys have good trading. Good night.